Hi and welcome back to my channel. Here's a video for you. There's a few that I'm going to make, so I'm not sure which order this is going to go up in, but this is for the February Puzzle the Alphabet event that's being done on Instagram. I believe that the originator of it is Yeah Puzzles on Instagram. It's being sponsored by 26 different puzzle companies, and I'm sure quite a few of us are hoping to join in. Now, there's 26 days in the alphabet. I didn't find anything for Q and I didn't find anything for Z. I do have a couple that I could do, like I could redo the Queen. And for Z, I think I found something that I could possibly do. But for now, I'm going to show you what I have. I don't think I'm going to get to all of these in February. So what I'll do is, just like I did in January, I'll put them on the Spin the Wheel app, and whichever ones come up, I will correspond them to whatever letter of the alphabet I'm doing for the event. So let me go ahead and move myself over just a little bit so I can grab these puzzles easier. So the puzzles are to my left. They're in no particular order, and they're definitely not in alphabetical order. But we're going to just take a look at them, and if I can easily spot which letter of the alphabet that it corresponds to for the Puzzle the Alphabet event, I'll tell you. For example, this is Day Trick by A.M. Pollen. So I'm using this for D. Now the way the event works is first letter of the alphabet for the name of the puzzle, or the first name of the alphabet for the artist, or the last name of the alphabet for the artist. So for D, I chose Day Trip. I love this style of puzzle. I started off doing these types of puzzles with Charles Wysocki, so when I saw Pauline's and David McLean's, I had to get them. So that's one of them. Next puzzle that I've lined up is Backstage at the Theater. I think I chose this for the letter B. It's an Amy Stewart puzzle. So since Backstage starts with a B, quite naturally, I chose that for the letter B. It's going to be a busy one, but you know what? You're going to see a few busy ones in this stash. Now, this is one that I've had forever, Tuscan Oasis. And I chose this for the letter T. I've had this for about a year. I got this at Barnes & Noble. And I believe when Barnes & Noble sells Ravensburger puzzles, they sell them in these square boxes. So I have a couple other Ravensburger, but the boxes are different. And that's, like I said, because this was purchased from Barnes & Noble's online. Now this is a Colorscapes puzzle. I think I got this on a Facebook group. I love it, and I want to tell you what the name of it is. It's called It's Amore, and I think I chose it for the letter I. I'm pretty sure I chose it for the letter I. I really haven't looked at the puzzles very, very intensely, but I think that's what I chose this for. So It's Amore. I have one of my Hieronym puzzles, a hometown puzzle, and this is for the letter V, Venice Boat Parade. I have not done any of these puzzles so far, these mega puzzles, but I have a few, and when you see my January puzzle haul, you're going to see quite a few mega puzzles. So this will be the first mega puzzles that I've done. This one is used, but I did get this in a batch of 8 other, which is a total of 9 puzzles on Facebook for a very, very reasonable price. This one I believe I got from my friend Hope, and it was in my January stash, but I never quite got to it. Here we go. I got this from my friend Hope. It was in my January stash, but I never got to it. Life is a box of colors, and so it is for the letter L. I guess I'm pulling out all the small boxes first. Now, I mentioned Charles Wysocki a little while ago because I absolutely love him. He's just probably so hard to say who's my favorite. It could be Charles Wysocki, it could be Amy Stewart, it could be Colin Thompson. Lately, I'm falling in love with Dean McAdams' work, so I don't know. So anyway, this is next for the letter N. Now, this is going to be a challenge because the whole building is white. A lot of times when I do Charles Wysocki puzzles, and I think I have another one that I'm going to show you next, you have a little bit more variety, But don't worry, I don't mind a challenge. Okay, this one here is Memory Maker, so we'll do this for the letter M. You do not have to do all 26 letters of the alphabet. You can do as many as you want, and as long as you tag Yeah Puzzles in your Instagram post when you post these pictures, the completed puzzles, you will be entered in for a giveaway. And I think there's several giveaways, so that's why I have so many pulled out. Again, if I didn't say this clearly enough, it's Memory Makers, another Charles Wysocki. Now this is kind of a fall puzzle, but I wasn't even concerned about what time of year it was, although I think I do have a winter puzzle in the stash. This one here for the letter S is Sugar Hill Mercantile. I think I'm going to love it. I've been really enjoying Masterpieces puzzles of late, and here's another one. I think I just showed you one a few moments ago. Day Trip was Masterpieces. This is Masterpieces. So Sugar Hill Mercantile for the letter S. Now, Americana Hometown, whatever. So this is an Americana Hometown puzzle, Americana puzzle from Masterpieces, and this one is Freewheeling. And I think this is going to be for the letter F. I might have two for the letter F, so I have to double check, but we'll just take this for now. And if I have to rearrange things, don't worry. I've got plenty of puzzles to choose from. So Freewheeling. So I think that's 4 puzzles in that style. Maybe, yeah, 4 puzzles in that style of Americana Hometown Wysocki. Another one that's a Wysocki puzzle, and this is Yankees Win Carlo. Now, I did this about 4 or 5 years ago, but the reason I pulled it out is because I couldn't find anything else with the letter Y. If I find something else that's in my stash with the letter Y that begins with Y, whether it's the artist name or the puzzle name, I will switch this up. But if not, I don't mind redoing it because Charles Wysocki is one of my favorite illustrators. So I have 2 White Mountain puzzles, and remember I said I had a winter puzzle? Well, that's this one, Winter Games. Lots of snow. It's going to be a lot of fun. I love it. I love White Mountain. The quality is just so good to me. It's one of my favorite brands, and I find that when I put the White Mountain puzzles together, the pieces just fall in place really, really well. I've got a 500-piece puzzle here. Most of my puzzles are 1,000. I think the Gino Peoples, Charles Wysocki, and this one are the only 500. This is Old World Street. Okay, and this is very similar to a Masterpieces puzzle I did a couple of months ago. So I think when I do this puzzle, I will pull that out just to compare them, because I feel like this image is very, very similar to, almost identical to something that I've already done most recently. But you can tell this is shrink wrap, so I certainly haven't done this one. Okay, I'm going to save my Ebu puzzles for last because that's my brand. Now, maybe 2 years ago or so, I was with a group of people and they told me about the Machezo puzzle brand. Let me see. It says Depot Street, but somewhere, yeah, it has Machezo. So I bought maybe 6 of these puzzles. I think I've done 2 so far. And this is one. This is called Country Store at Night for the letter C. This is going to be fun and challenging because it's at night. And I don't know that I've ever done a night sky before when I've done puzzles. And I know you're seeing a glare from the lamp, and I apologize for that. So Country Store at Night, a Machezo puzzle. I'm really glad that I needed a letter C puzzle, because now I have pulled out a Machezo puzzle, which I've been wanting to do for a while. Now, I did mention that I was going to be doing some busy puzzles, and this one here by artist Shelley Davies is from her Elements series, Earth. I've already done, I think I've done fire. I've done fire. I've done the whole rainbow series, red, green, pink, orange, and so forth. And so there's fire, earth, water, and air. So this is Earth for the letter E for the challenge. Then I've got 4 Ravensburger in these bigger boxes. This is A. This is for the letter A artist cabinet. I'm going to enjoy working on this one, and I just want to check on the artist. This is Jeff Tristram. I've never heard of him. Jeff Tristram. So that's for the letter A artist cabinet. And then this one here, Katie West, is Road Trip USA. So Road Trip USA is for the letter R. That's going to be fun. I love busy puzzles, so I'm not even sweating about the challenge. Now this one was my unicorn. I bought this used because I couldn't find it on Amazon. But right after I bought it on Amazon, used, it came back to Amazon. But it's called Kyoto Tea Garden, and it's for the letter K. It's going to be a little challenging because of a lot of the green, but it is one of the puzzles that I just had to have. There's a handful of puzzles that have been my unicorns, and this one was one of them. The last Ravensburger puzzle that I have pulled out for February is called, I want to get the whole name because it's a 4-word name. It's the Happy Sheep Yarn Shop. The Happy Sheep Yarn Shop. And this is by Nathaniel Mortensen. And the box is empty because it is on my table. I will be starting this sometime tonight when it gets close to midnight so that I can count it as a February puzzle. I won't have really any time to work on it today, but I thought I'm just going to take the pieces out, and that's what I did. So this one here is something that I wanted a while ago. I put it in my wish list, but I never got it. But this Happy Yarn Sheep Shop is going to be for the letter H. Now, I actually have 6 Ebu puzzles lined up for this month. My goal has been to do at least 4 each month. In January, I think I've done 2. So having 6 lined up for February will kind of balance me out here. This is C for Copenhagen. I did do a Copenhagen puzzle from Buffalo, I think in January, but this is the Ebu version of the puzzle Copenhagen. I love the Ebu brand, so it was, did I say, since it's Copenhagen, the letter C? And then for the letter S, Summer Garden Sampler. Okay. Now, I had an Ebu puzzle I did a couple of months ago where there was a lot of black in the background, but I found that with that other puzzle with the black in the background, you have all the other pieces, all the other colors that are attached to the black, with the exception of the corners. So I'm looking forward to doing this one. Then you have this one for G, Garden Sanctuary, a 500-piece puzzle. I lied. I thought I only had 3 or 4, but I've got this one as well. It's a round 23-inch diameter puzzle from Ebu. I love this brand. This is Jennifer Orkin Lewis. I've done her puzzles before. And this one here is Ellen Hoverkamp. And if this is not for S, I think this might be my H. Hoverkamp. Now that I'm thinking about it, this might be my H puzzle. In any event, I've got it in it. I'll show you, I may include a screenshot to show you how I've sorted out them by letter of the alphabet. For Venice Open Market, we're going to go with the letter V, or should I say for the letter V, we're going to go with Venice Open Market. Okay. And then New York City Life. So I have N for next. So this is Jutta Krogman. So I chose this for my letter U. Jutta Krogman, or Krogman, is the artist. So I chose this for the letter U, even though it's called New York City Life. I do remember why I chose that one. Wow, we're at the last puzzle for this event. And it's just called Poet's Garden. And it's a Jennifer Orkin Lewis puzzle, and it's for the letter P. And when I got this one, I got it because it was on sale. It's not my favorite of the Ebu images, but it was I think it was like $13.99 versus $23.99. So yeah, I grabbed it. So this I'm going to do for the letter P. So that's all the puzzles that I have lined up. And like I said, I might try to get a screenshot of how I collected the images. What I did is I used the iCollect app. I created an album called Puzzle the Alphabet, and I culled through all of the 480 some odd puzzles I have and came up with the ones I was able to come up with is just 24. So if I can get a decent screenshot, it's gonna come right here in this part of the video. But in any event, that is for the February event. Now I've got to get myself organized for some other videos, but I want to thank you for watching. Have a pleasant day.